do I hear a competition in the play? Kind of got that sort of idea, maybe. Right. Now is where the rubber meets the road. A lot of fundraising has been done already with major gifts, the CRTs. That's how we got to the 200 and how much, Barry? 221,000.
221.
Yeah. Okay. So that's good. Now, those of you who've been around for a while remember that it wasn't too many years ago when we were like 20,000.
Yeah.
So we have come a long way, baby.
Yeah.
So, right, from now until April the 1st, try to invite as many people as possible. There is no doctrine on how many people you need to ask. I mean, friends, family, associates, next door neighbors, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Just go out there and do it. Now, starting probably with Cassie next week or week after, we'll start having the hearts.
Monday.
Oh, okay, this Monday. What we need to do, what Chantel and I need you to do, is to volunteer. Just come in, go to the lobby, and then there will be hearts for Valentine's Day. And on the back of those cards are going to be it's a list of what certain amounts will do. Like $100 will do this, $50 will do that. Because you'll be surprised at how easy it was. I was, give you an example, the first year we did it, I was sitting behind the counter cutting out hearts for Cassie, helping out a little bit, trying to. And I see about 3 people coming in the door, and I just kind of did. I already knew them. It wasn't anything really weird. And so all 3 of them donated. I don't know how much they gave, but I know that it was over $200 or $300. So that was a good outing. All right, then we'll follow that up with the next sort of holiday, which will be the Shamrock. Then after that will be Easter eggs. And so all the information will still be on the back of that sheet. And just give that to them. Now, is it important to get them to commit then? Well, yes and no. But if you just feel them a little bit to find out if they need to go, fine, and we hope and pray that they will respond. But some of them say, okay, how much? I said, well, it depends on you. Look at this. If you want to do more, please, here's another card. Anyway, so that's good. That from now, like today until April 1st. All right. Typically, the training that I've gotten through the YUSA and some other meetings that I've gone to, they do illustrate the need for face-to-face. That is a much better method than just to make a phone call or just do an email. And I've had success on all 3, but the higher percentage, according to the national statistics, deal with the face-to-face. You're going to be able to look them in the face. You can get look to them very sincerely on what your money is going to do. And we always remind them that none of this money is administrative cost. Not a cent of it goes to administrative cost. Every bit of it goes to where it's intended, and that is to help scholarships. One of the things that got I'm a veteran, and one of the things that got my attention was that there are a lot of veterans coming over and they need to have some assistance too. So if you know some of those folks, please, that's another group. These things will be on a little tree, a little heart tree or a shamrock tree, what do you want to call it, egg tree. But that's where they will be. Hopefully somebody will just pick it up and go with it. Okay, now, for every, I'm so glad that several of y'all have mentioned this when you came up here. We have started really getting into talking about changing and saving lives. And that is exactly what we do. Susan just said some great stuff about, think about these kids that you hear drowning. Not just in the summer, but they're out somewhere and then they hit the news, they drowned, they didn't know how to swim. Had they come to the Y, that probably would not have happened. These kind of testimonies that really can multiply big time. I'm glad to see Mr. Powell back there. He was, I was in the Scouts in Troop 114, and you grilled me good. good to see you. Some of them, wow, that goes back a while. All right, the changing and saving lives. And Charlene mentioned about the time, talent, and treasure. You know, God has blessed us richly. Everyone in this room, we have all kind of time and talent and treasure that we, look at what you're doing today. And because you're here, you've already hopefully done your pledge, you know. And so now we are now going to get into the talents, as in, we're not going to let you go back to Albania. We've already discussed, we took a poll vote, that you're going to be like the spokesperson, and we're going to put you on the road.
Here's to July. You have me till July.
You heard that? She's, did I hear her volunteering out there? Okay. See, that's how I get to people volunteering. All right. Our next meeting is going to be here at the Rob on the 6th of March. It's a midway point. So, but like Chantel said, is we need to go ahead and how are we dividing into teams?
We haven't figured that out yet, but you know, you'll have half, and Chantel will have half of our volunteer campaigners.
All right, well, you'll find out, as we will.
It's a surprise.
So go ahead and please, when we get in touch with you, you will have our email addresses, or you can call us. Either way, what I'm doing, we'll just take data on what you call in or you email us, so that we can pass that word along to Cassie and whoever else needs to know, and to Barry, because he needs to know as the president. But Victory Celebration is going to be scheduled here on the 24th of April. All right, now let me kind of give you a little incentive here, just slightly. Over the last 4 years, we've exceeded the goal all 4. When Claude Salivi was the chair, he asked for $170,000. He got 172, I think, with the net. Okay, then he sort of said, "You're handling it next year." And I went, "Huh?" So, okay. Well, bless his heart, Rob Chapman and I talked at one of the association board meetings, and he asked me, "What's my goal?" And everybody in that room said 200, was thinking 200,000. But I said, nah, 213,000. And he looked at me and that whole board, he said, "I don't like the number 13. I went, okay. All right. So I didn't say anything back to him. I just was waiting to get to the 213 so I could call him and go see him or email him and say, "Okay, Rob, bring your checkbook. We're at 213. You need to give 1,000 for the 14. But we were fortunate. We got real blessed. We ended up with 237,000. All right. So then Sam Galloway came in and he was asking for
275.
275, thank you. Yeah, he was asking 275,000. Pretty good step of faith. He ended up getting 305. Okay, I mean not he, but we were able to get the 305. And then last year, like Barry said, what did you want, Barry?
325.
325. We ended up getting 342. So, Mariana, bless your heart. Not to put much pressure, but we've got our goals, we've got our task ahead of us, and I please ask you to, as you prepare for this, bathe it in prayer, because they don't ever use the word. If you know somebody really well and say, "You don't want to give them the why, do you?" That is not the way to do it. So we've had a few training sessions. We want you to, if you haven't been trained about this yet, you can see Cassie or see Barry or me. We can give more advocates. We can help give you a little bit of little ways to say things or whatever, because we've done it and thankfully very successfully. Okay, well, we thank you all very much for being here, and we'll turn it over to Cassie. And I thought it'd also be kind of cute to know that Claude Salivi, I gotta plug my school. Claude Salivi is a civil graduate. He was the president a couple years ago. All right, I'm Steve Cannon.